Boxing legend Muhammad Ali may have been a three-time heavyweight champion, but that's not all this iconic fighter was known for. He was also known for his witty one-liners, signature Muhammad Ali inspirational quotes. Part 2, it isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out, it's the pebble in your shoe. My wealth is in my knowledge of self, love, and spirituality. When you want to talk about who made me, you talk to me. Who made me, is me. There are more pleasant things to do than beat up people. Champions aren't made in gyms. It takes pride and tiger's drive to build up the confidence, the ego, the power to defeat an opponent in the ring. Now you see me, now you don't. I don't get hit. I'm the fastest thing on 2 feet, man. Wars of nations are fought to change maps. But wars of poverty are fought to map change. I said I was the greatest, I never said I was the smartest. I may have been the best fighter, but I was also the poorest. I had never been able to afford a first-class mouthpiece to protect my teeth. I had to wait until other fighters finished so I could borrow their headgear, or their trunk or bandages. I am an ordinary man who worked hard to develop the talent I was given. I believed in myself, and I believe in the goodness of others. Muhammad Ali. I've never let anyone talk me into not believing in myself. Not only do I knock 'em out, I pick the round. Friendship is a priceless gift that cannot be bought nor sold, but its value is far greater than a mountain made of gold. It's just a job. Grass grows, birds fly, waves pound the sand. I beat people up. You are as old as you think you are. Don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. If my mind can conceive it, and my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it. Friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something you learn in school. But if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything. I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast. I can't possibly be beat. If you lose a big fight, it will worry you all of your life. It will plague you, until you get your revenge. I love children. I can never pass them by without saying something to them. They make you want to start life all over again. Old age is just a record of one's whole life. To be able to give away riches is mandatory if you wish to possess them. This is the only way that you will be truly rich. We spend more time learning how to make a living than we do learning how to make a life. His hands can't hit what his eyes can't see. I know no fighter can survive the loss if he feels sorry for himself when he's defeated. When you are as great as I am, it is hard to be humble. When you can whip any man in the world, you never know peace. I know where I'm going and I know the truth, and I don't have to be what you want me to be. I'm free to be what I want. If your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. I should be a postage stamp. That's the only way I'll ever get licked. I had always come home like the victorious hunter bringing back big game from the jungle. I had always been the one who picked up all the stragglers and stray followers. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. I figure I'll be champ for about 10 years and then I'll let my brother take over, like the Kennedys down in Washington. I love the smell of horse and hay and the sight of their beautiful bodies. Somehow it inspired me to train harder so my body could be in condition like that. Too many easy victories can ruin a fighter just as much as a long line of defeats. My toughest fight was with my first wife. Think well of all, be patient with all, and try to find the good in all. Age is whatever you think it is. At home I am a nice guy, but I don't want the world to know. Humble people, I've found, don't get very far. Each time I thought I had achieved my life's purpose, I discovered it was only another step in my journey. No one starts out on top. You have to work your way up. I'm the most recognized and loved man that ever lived 'cause there weren't no satellites when Jesus and Moses were around, so people far away in the villages didn't know about them. Give up what appears to be doubtful for what is certain. Truth brings peace of mind, and deception doubt. When you win so much, you forget, you think your name will win. You forget the sacrifices, the work that goes into winning. I do everything to make the fight come out my way, but if I'm defeated I have to get up and come back again, no matter how humiliating the loss. My style, my stamina, my system were molded down in the basement of a church in East End. When a fighter is beaten, everybody who believes in him is beaten too, his family, his friends, his children, the people who cheer him on, who give him their love, their hope, their pride. I believe in the an eye for an eye business. I'm no cheek turner. Others may know pleasure, but pleasure is not happiness. It has no more importance than a shadow following a man. Inside of a ring or out, ain't nothing wrong with going down. It's staying down that's wrong. You lose nothing when fighting for a cause. In my mind, the losers are those who don't have a cause they care about. My only fault is that I don't realize how great I really am. Recognize how every moment of our journey is an important part of the growth of our soul. I don't have to be what you want me to be. I got speed and endurance. You'd better increase your insurance. There is a science to making your opponent wear down. The thing that matters is how you lose. I'm not crying. My friends should not cry. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. I figured that if I said it enough, I would convince the world that I really was the greatest. A man who has no imagination has no wings. Life is a gamble. I learned to put my head within hitting range, force my opponent to throw blows, then learn back and away. It takes a lot out of a fighter to throw punches that land in thin air.